Hello, everybody, and welcome to our first round of Able Discussion in 2 years. Yeah, it's
Wait,
been a
two
while.
years? It's been that long?
The last one was
That's a
E3
long time.
2021.
Wow,
Really?
that's a
Mm-hmm.
long time. A long time
Yeah,
ago.
so it's been a little while, but here we are again. Everybody is here. Absolutely
Yeah, yeah,
everybody.
yeah, yeah. We finally didn't forget Pancake this time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I've got
Yeah,
and yeah, James is actually right here. He's about to say his world famous intro. Hello
yeah.
everybody, welcome back to another discussion here on Game.
He's gonna hate you for that.
What are you talking about? That was James who clearly said that. So, welcome back to Roundtable Discussions. I'm Lady Garrett, and they are.
Green covers gaming
And Pancake Armor Man.
So, without further
and
ado, let's get this over with. The first
yeah.
question: PIKMIN 4! That's the question. Oh, wait, I'm starting these things. So, PIKMIN 4.
Like what the hell, Gator? Oh jeez.
PIKMIN 4. So, yeah, it looks really cool. I'm really excited. It's been a while since Miyamoto said it was close to completion, but we're finally here at the end game. I'm super excited for Pikmin 4. I love these games so much, and I'm super excited for the next one. So, I will say, I'm kind of bummed that I wasn't able to get around to the Pikmin 2 Let's Play before Pikmin 4 was coming out, but c'est la vie. I don't care anymore. We're getting more Pikmin goodness. I'm super excited about it. So I have a couple theories about it, which we'll talk about in due time, but the big things I'm really excited for, the ice Pikmin, they just look super cute. I love how they can freeze things. It's really exciting. The new camera angle, it does look cool. I do hope there's a way you can zoom it out though, because if you're controlling a large squad of Pikmin in the field at once, it's gonna be a little hard to do that with the camera zoomed in so close. But I do have a theory. So it's shown that you can have 4 captains with you, so my theory on that is that maybe each captain can only have 25 Pikmin or 20 Pikmin with them or something like that, and you're divided across the map, so not one of them controls 100 of them in the field. I think that'd be pretty interesting, dividing it up that way and figuring out how to work together and doing stuff like that. So that's my personal theory on that. And also, I don't know what the dog's name is yet, but the dog just looks super cute. It's like Poochie, but it's Pikmin. It looks fun. I'm super excited for Pikmin 4.
I mean, I'd never played a Pikmin game, so I mean, I know. Obviously, when I saw when I saw the trailer announced and that trailer and all that, it's like, well, I know Gator and Kai are gonna be super excited for Pikmin 4 and everything and all that, because that was the first thing they showed off. Like I said, the ice Pikmin does look cool and all that. No pun intended. But also they I kind of wish they made a fire Pikmin because to just set off with the ice Pikmin and all that. But
There
like,
technically is a fire Pikmin.
it's not just red Pikmin. Don't they have a
Yeah.
red? Oh, they do have a fire Pikmin.
Yeah, it's
Already?
technically the red Pikmin are fire Pikmin since they're immune to fire. So
But they have blue Pikmins though, don't they too though?
continue your conversation. We'll ignore this.
Yeah,
Red,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
red Pikmin
What?
are fireproof, but I think it would be cool to have a Pikmin that can actually set things on fire.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was thinking. Like, why is there a fire Pikmin, but they made an ice Pikmin? But besides that, but yeah, yeah, like I haven't really played any Pikmin game. Even though I am looking forward. May I watch parts of Legion's maybe future Pikmin 2 Let's Play. You never know if he ever actually releases it or creates it, and then. But yeah, Pikmin is like a series. Just I guess never really got a chance to play and stuff. It's just I guess it's Pikmin's always been like a game where like I don't think I might have I mean definitely have heard of the series before obviously, but like I don't think I really knew anything about it really until right around like when Pikmin 3 originally came out for the Wii U really. Like I think I probably have heard of the series like before then, but I really didn't know anything about it like since I basically met you guys and stuff, and also I think it was around when Pikmin 3 came out because I know that was pretty big. We know it was a Wii U game originally, but yeah, that's my opinions on Pikmin. I just don't have much to say, even though the Ice Pikmin did look cool.
It feels like it's been a million years since a Pikmin game has been shown off in the main series, and Pikmin 4 looks really good. I really love Pikmin 3 so much. Pikmin 2 can go fuck off. But Pikmin 4 looks really good, and I really like the Ice Pikmin. They look really, really great. When I saw them, I was just like, my immediate reaction was, "Oh, they're making Ice Pikmin! They're making Ice Pikmin!" So, um, yeah. One thing that kind of concerns me though, is that I think somebody posted the official box art for Pikmin 4, and it shows all the Pikmin types except for Rock Pikmin. So I'm kind of worried that Rock Pikmin won't be in the game, which would kind of be a shame since they were one of my favorite Pikmin types from Pikmin 3, and I don't really want to see them go away. But it is what it is if that's the case. Very glad that there will be 4 captains, this time around, kind of continuing the theme of Pikmin with adding a captain with every sequel number. I mean, Pikmin 2 had 2 captains, Pikmin 3 had 3 captains, now Pikmin 4 will have 4 captains. So, yeah, pretty good. Um, and the new dog, I the dog is so cute, love
Oh
him.
yeah,
And
the dog did look cute. I forgot about that. Yeah, that dog did look cute.
yeah,
Like I said, dogs are better than cats.
yeah.
Screw you.
And oh, come on, Gator.
Yeah, come on, Gator. Don't be a downer.
He's gonna be a downer for the rest of the video now.
Yeah.
But anyways, Pikmin 4 looks really great. Really excited for it. Feels like I said, it feels like we've been waiting a million years for a new mainline Pikmin game. And I'm so happy that Pikmin 4 is finally gonna be out, and it's just so hyped for it. And I wonder what the story this time around is gonna be. That's kind of one thing I'm wondering about. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Pikmin 4.
I'm looking at the box art right
Yes.
now. If this is real, wow, this is really pretty. Um, so it does look like the rock Pikmin aren't there. I guess the ice Pikmin would kind of be the replacement. I'm happy that this confirms purple and white are coming back because they weren't in the story for Pikmin 3 and they are really fun. Hopefully, you can actually pluck them normally rather than going through that crap where you had to find a bud flower and convert a regular Pikmin into one of them. That was always really dumb in Pikmin 2. But 2 more points I wanted to make on Pikmin 4 before we moved on. The biggest things I was hoping for with this game, both of the things I really wanted, they confirmed them, and it makes me super happy. Caves from Pikmin 2 are coming back, and that was something I really loved in that game. I know they were pretty unpopular, but they were basically, if you don't know how they worked, they were kind of like Pokemon Mystery dungeons where you'd have different floors, and each one would have like a specific kind of hazard and traps and things like that. But they'd be randomized where exactly they were and things like that. So it was really cool. Hopefully Pikmin 4 kind of eases up on the difficulty on them because a lot of the post-game caves in Pikmin 2 are a pain in the butt. But I'm very excited they're coming back. And they teased nighttime exploration. This is the biggest thing I've been hoping they would do in the Pikmin games. And I'm super excited for that. Hopefully it's going to be fun. I'm really hoping this game's going to be good. Please let Pikmin 4 be good. Editing? What are you talking about? We don't edit these things.
It's for losers.
Yeah. Anywho, so the
James.
next question. What are your thoughts on Game Boy Online? Okay. I don't like answering after asking a question. Can you go, bro?
Well, I guess I guess I guess I can. I guess or is Pank gonna go first the next question then? Because if I'm going first this time, then Pancake
You
goes
know,
first about the question.
yeah, that would work. And then somebody else can ask the question after that, so then Gator can go first, and we'll just go like that.
Okay, how about okay? Oh, okay. Well, he can no have Gator always answer the question.
Answer the question, Cobra.
Like, I'm so excited. I think it is the best. It was the best thing about the direct. Like, I don't care. I know there's Pikmin 4. I know there's Splatoon 3. I know there's Tears of the Kingdom. But none of those games, like, well, Splatoon. I'm neither. None of those. Well, I'm neither. Not really much of a Splatoon guy or a Pikmin guy. So I mean, makes sense why. But yeah, the Game Boy Online being announced, along with the Game Boy Advance coming to the Nintendo Online, amazing. Like, I can't wait for it. Obviously, the next question is gonna ask for the games, so I'm not gonna talk about the games yet. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the Game Boy Online. Like I said, it was the best thing about the Direct, in my opinion. Like, you can argue with me. I mean, it might be your favorite thing about the Direct too. I don't know, but just I'm just glad we're having that now. And like, at least I think we got a point where, like, at least the Nintendo Online is getting to a point where it's actually worth worth it, really, for really and stuff, because you have the SNES, you have the NES, you have 64, and now you have Game Boy. That's Sega Genesis, yeah, Game Boy. Now you got Game Boy Advance, so quite a bit of stuff now. So definitely, I think it's definitely worth the price now with adding Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, and stuff. I'm just super excited for it.
All right. So to answer the question, what are my thoughts on Game Boy Online? Um, you know what? Honestly, it's about time. That they finally added Game Boy Online.
Yeah.
It feels like it's been forever. The online service for Nintendo Switch really has not been worth it for so long. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say adding Game Boy games makes it 100% worth it, but it feels like there's more variety now. I
Mm.
hope that they treat this better than they have been treating SNES, NES Online, and I hope they actually put more focus into putting more games onto the service, because it started with a pretty small library, but the library itself is not that bad, honestly. I know I've been enjoying Super Mario Land 2 quite a bit, and my first time playing that game, and that game is really fun.
Nice.
Um, but it's about time, because like it's just so confusing. Why did it take them this long to add Game Boy and Game Boy Advanced? It feels like something that they should have done a long time ago.
I don't know.
And of
Oh,
you know,
I was gonna kind of say that. Yeah, I kind of wish that they like added like more stuff like closer to the beginning and stuff. Because like when they just had the NES and SNES, like they sucked. I mean, SNES was better
yeah,
than NES, but yeah, it wasn't. It was definitely not worth the price. And then when they added, then when they changed it, where they added 64, they raised the price, so like that, which even made it worse. And like, really, Nintendo and all that. Which, I mean, at least the 64 library is pretty good, but
oh yeah,
even then, like, yeah, adding Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, okay, the price is definitely more worth it now compared to
yeah,
what,
and
even
that is, yeah,
even
and
though it might not be 100% worth it, but yeah.
yeah, and that as soon as that direct was over, I immediately went to the eShop and got Game Boy and Game Boy Advanced Online to start
Nice.
playing immediately. And very happy that we finally have them. And the starting library games isn't too bad. Those are games that people will spend time on. Game Boy games pretty short, but we got things like Tetris, Link's Awakening, Mario Land 2. Pretty good lineup for the Game Boy and Game Boy Advanced. Shit, I can't really remember the Game Boy Advance lineup, but I remember being Minish Cap. Oh man, that's such a good game.
Hey, what about
Um,
Luigi? Was it Mario and Luigi?
Mario Luigi Superstar Saga. That's one of my favorite games. I
Good.
haven't started playing it yet on the Game Boy Advance Online, but I will soon. A very good lineup so far, and it's not that big, but the lineup's good. So yeah, pretty happy with Game Boy and Game Boy Advanced Online right now. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm really happy that they have both Game Boy and Game Boy Advance together, because, like, if they launched it with only regular Game Boy, I don't think the announcement would have been all that exciting. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited for this. I think with all of this included, Game Boy Advance, N64, all that fun stuff, I think Nintendo Switch Online is worth it now. Hopefully, they continue updating them regularly. Like, I don't know if they're going to continue NES or SNES because they haven't really added any games lately. Um, we don't know much about Nintendo 64 Online beyond Mario Party 3 and Pokemon Stadium. And we do know a few of the Game Boy games coming soon, but we don't know much beyond that, so hopefully they'll continue adding games to all of them. The big thing that I hope, though, if they continue Nintendo Switch Online or whatever they call it on the next console, they better have all this ready from the start. Because if they start over yet again, that's going to be a big problem. Because it's already bad enough that they started only with NES for Switch Online, because that was really dumb. But
yeah, just have like your next Nintendo console with like none of the online stuff, and they just restart it like all over again, and then they even charge more than last time
yeah, that would be a big
because
problem.
of inflation.
Yeah. But as for the stuff themselves, it's pretty exciting. I like the lineup for both of them. Link's Awakening being there from the start, definitely the best choice. That's the greatest game of all time, so I've been replaying through it a lot, so I'm really excited about that. Tetris is pretty fun too. Super Mario Land 2 is great as well. And for Game Boy Advance, they have some pretty solid games in there. They have the Minish Cap, which, even if it isn't my favorite 2D Zelda game ever, it's still a pretty good game. They got Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, so that's pretty great. Um, and one thing that I really like about this service is that it introduces you to games you probably wouldn't have looked twice at before, and Game Boy Advance definitely introduced that with Kuru Kuru Kururin. That's been a lot of fun to play through the first time, so I'm happy about that. So, yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with this. I think Switch Online's not worth it. So, yeah, that's gonna be exciting. I do wonder if they'll eventually add the other version of Link's Awakening, because we currently have the Game Boy Color version. So I'm interested to see if they'll have the very original one, because there are a few differences between the two down the road. Not down the road, there are a couple of differences between the two. So it'll be interesting to see if they'll do that. And I guess that leads into the next question. So, what games would you like to see come to Game Boy Online?
Okay, what Game Boy games would I like to see come to Nintendo Switch Online? Well, for regular Game Boy, Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, Silver, Crystal, by far, are those were 6 games. Are the 6 games I want to see come to the service because they're Pokemon. They need to be on the Switch. We need all the Pokemon games to be playable on Switch, like right now. um, some other I don't really know about a lot of Game Boy games, unfortunately, because that was kind of not really a console I even really played a lot. So a lot of the games that are going to come to the service are going to be my first time playing, except for the Zelda games, because I played Oracle of Seasons and Ages quite a bit. But for Game Boy Advance, the same vein: Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. I want to see those come to the Switch, come to the Game Boy Advance on Switch, and hopefully, and I know this is a long run, hopefully we'll finally get Mutter Free on the Switch, even if it is a Japan only.
Yes!
But that is such a long shot, and I doubt it's gonna happen because Nintendo does not like Mutter fans at all. So it's a long shot, like I said. Hopefully. Um and yeah, I think that's about it for me. I know that I didn't really say a lot of Game Boy or Game Boy Advance games, but like I said, those were not really consoles I played a lot of. So a lot of the games that will come to the service will be my first time playthroughs. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Of games I'd like to see for the Nintendo Switch Online, that for obviously for Game Boy, I also want the Pokemon game. Like the most thing I really wanted is Pokemon to come to the main. I've been wanting this for a good probably solid decade or more. Where probably like 10, 15 years, or basically almost might be my whole entire life, where I just wanted to play the classic Pokemon games, first few generations, on a TV and stuff like that. So I'm like, I'm really excited. I'm really excited. I really hope they bring Generation 1, 2, and 3, Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, and Silver to the Game Boy, and then the Ruby, Sapphire, Gold, Fire Red, Leaf Green to the Game Boy Advance and all that. And just that'd be pretty amazing, all that if they bring all that. Because finally I can do my Emerald Let's Play, but on the Nintendo Switch Online version of it, and I don't have to get a Game Boy player, and that would save me a lot of money if I did that, a lot of money. But I'm just really excited for that. And like I said, also I guess I never really mentioned like what games they have already announced for the Nintendo Online that I'm excited for. Like Tetris is also cool because it's Tetris. I might try out some of the Game Boy Advance games. Like I might try out Superstar Saga. I always heard great things about the Mario Luigi series, and I'll probably play Mario Kart on there. I play, even though it's the worst Mario Kart in my opinion. Like Super Circuit is, I mean, it's still good, just not. It's not Mario Kart 8 or Mario Kart Wii and stuff like that, or 7, but or DS. But I might like try out like the Mario Luigi. I might try out Fire Emblem because I have played a tiny bit of Awakening. It's really interesting to compare to that to like Awakening or even the new Fire Emblem game. Which I haven't really played any of the new ones, so instead of Fire Emblem, I've only played the few hours of Awakening. Yeah, that's a pretty old one by now, but maybe a few others that are on here that are already on here. But of games being announced, I definitely want to say the Pokemon games, like I said. Emerald, I'm hopefully coming. Even if they don't do Emerald, maybe at least they do Ruby and Sapphire. Like maybe instead of doing Pokemon Emerald Let's Play, I can do a Pokemon Sapphire Let's Play. Even though I probably prefer doing Emerald though, so and I hope if even if they don't do Generation 3, hopefully at least do like the first two generations or something like that and everything. And whatever the next console we get, I hope they bring the Nintendo Online there, and I'll be able to play Emerald on there maybe if they don't have it on the Switch, whatever the next console is gonna be. Uh, but yeah, but yeah, like yeah, but outside of Pokemon, I'm trying to think what like other. I'm just thinking what other games that could come. I just like I said outside of Pokemon, I really didn't like with Game Boy games and Game Boy Advance games. I didn't really play. Oh, actually, one thing that would be cool to come. Maybe the Donkey Kong Country like Game Boy Advance versions come to the Switch. I thought that because I played the very first Donkey Kong Country for the Switch. For the Switch. I played the first Donkey Kong Country game for the GBA back in the day, and I always played on my Game Boy Advance SP version of the Game Boy Advance. But yeah, I played that because I did like that version of Donkey Kong Country. It was really good. But even though I've only played the second or third one though. But yeah, I guess outside of Pokemon, I guess I'll say Donkey Kong Country. Um, yeah, I mean, I really haven't really played much besides our Pokemon really. Or at least, I mean, there were more DS games, and definitely more 3DS games I played over the Game Boy, regular Game Boy, and everything. But also, I'm glad they have. Glad if they did just do Game Boy, if they just did Game Boy and not have Game Boy Advance games, at least they have Game Boy Colors with the Game Boy, because that would be disappointing if they just had Game Boy and couldn't get Game Boy Color stuff. But that at least it's nice having Game Boy Color and also Game Boy Advance games and stuff too. So, cause that opens the door with on Gold and Silver and Crystal and Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, and all that. It's amazing. Really excited for Pokemon. I just want to play Pokemon on my Switch. That's all. I just want to play classic Pokemon on my Switch. I need that for like 50, 20 years. Come on. Classic Pokemon.
Yeah, like, before I say my list, I'm glad you mentioned Mario Kart because one of the exciting thing is that with Super Circuit on here, we now have the ability to record every single Mario Kart game on the
Oh
channel.
yeah. That's that. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's the thing is like that's amazing that we can. Yeah. That'll be fun to do if we ever do Super Circuit. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Or also be fun to play 64. That'd be fun too. Playing Mario Kart 64. And I know Gator probably wants to play DS, but
We'll figure that out at some point in the future.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
You suck. You sing awful.
Oh, thank
We,
you.
we need Dorothy to come here and teach us how to sing.
I am Dorothy.
You are Dorothy. Oh God! What? Oh God! What did they do with the real Dorothy? What did the Wicked Witch of the West do to you?
I am the Wicked Witch.
Okay. I don't know how that's possible to be the Wicked Witch and Dorothy at the same time.
Plot twist: Dorothy is the Wicked
It
Witch.
is the Wicked Witch of the West. So it's James. So was the James World Wicked of the East, Witch of the East, and then Pancake's the good witch of, was it Glinda? I think was her name in the movie.
James is gonna hate me so much for saying this.
He's the Wicked Witch. He's the Wicked Witch of the East. Pancake's the good witch.
He's not the Wicked.
Princess.
He's not the Wicked Witch. He's the Wicked Bitch.
Wow! Okay. Jeez. Wow. Oh, okay. Okay, fine. He's the Wicked Bitch of the East. You're the Wicked Bitch of the West.
So anyway, Game Boy.
No.
So, yeah, Mother 3, that's definitely the biggest one I want to see on here. Now, here's the thing. They'll probably have Mother 3 available on the Japanese version at least, but even if that's the case, it still means it will be playable outside Japan because the Switch is region free.
Plot twist, they somehow region lock it.
Just the only region locked game.
The only region locked game and everything.
Oh my God! Now you said it. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And then Nintendo hates us.
If this happens, Cobra, I'm blaming you.
Okay. No, you better. They charge you to have it unlocked. they charge anyone outside of Japan. In Japan, you get it for free.
They charge it to be region locked or region free, but they still don't translate it.
They don't translate it. It's still in Japanese.
Honestly, though, I would pay full price for a Mother 3 port. Like, even if it's just a 1-to-1 port, I'd still pay $60 for it.
Plot twist is in traditional Japanese language. Not even in modern Japanese, in traditional Japanese.
Yeah, anyway. So, Mother 3 is the big one. Pokemon is a big one, too. I'm not even that big of a Pokemon fan, but, like, it'd still be really cool to see the Pokemon games on there. I do have a theory that when Pokemon's...
You want to be a master?
Cobra, shush!
I was trying to sing a Pokemon song.
I'm talking, dude! Anyway, I have a theory that when Pokemon Stadium releases, they'll release Red, Blue, and Yellow, and they'll be connected somehow. They'll probably announce that during a Pokemon Presents. That'll be fun. And Pokemon Emerald will probably release when the Co-Star is done, because that's usually what our luck is. So the last two games I'd like to see on there, or actually there's three. So, even though they already have Shantae on released as a regular port, I still think it'd be funny if they released it on Game Boy Online anyway. They're not going to, but it'd be funny. And the other one, this is not going to happen, but one of my favorite Game Boy games of all time was Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. That was the first RPG I ever played. It'll never happen, but I think that'd be a pretty fun one to have on there too. But the big one, aside from Mother 3, that I really want to see on there, I really want to see The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords Anniversary Edition. Now, that was technically a DS game, but there's no good reason why they can't have the content from that released in 4 Swords, because there's a lot of really cool stuff on that version of the game that's kind of lost to the ages now because you can't easily play them anymore. So it'd be really cool to re-release Anniversary Edition for Game Boy Online. Plus, it'd be online multiplayer. That'd just be all kinds of awesome.
Nice.
And the last feature I hope they do. So NES, SNES, N64, they all have the option to play multiplayer, even if it's a single player game where you can switch the controls and things like that. They don't have that on Game Boy. I don't know why, and it's really dumb. That's how we did A Link to the Past co-op, and I was really looking forward to pitching the idea of that for Link's Awakening or Minish Cap, but like those don't work when you're playing multiplayer on Game Boy Online. It's really stupid. So hopefully they fix that down the road. But yeah, aside from that, really looking forward to seeing what they add to. Oh, also Metroid Zero Mission. They announced
Nice.
they have Metroid Fusion already confirmed. Hopefully Zero Mission's also confirmed at some point.
Yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen. They probably do that too.
So I guess the final question for Nintendo Switch Online: do you think we'll see another console added to the service?
Uh, well, yeah, I think we could. I think they might add DS. They could add DS because DS been out for a long time as well. Like DS came out in 2004, so like it's crazy to think how long how short of a time it was between GBA and DS. It really is. Like I always forget like how long the DS lasted, even before the 3DS. And just how quickly, like it was only like 2 or 3 year difference between the GBA came out and the DS came, which is strange to think about. Like crazy. Of course, Pokemon didn't release until like 2 or 3 years later after the DS came out, like Diamond Pearl didn't. But yeah, I hope they add DS would be fine. Also, be able that'd be nice because I can be able to play all. I mean, obviously it won't be 3DS. It'll probably just be DS, just DS. Like for example, Generation 4 and 5 Pokemon, for example, or Mario Kart DS. But no, or S, no Mario Kart 7, no New Leaf. but, but anyway, yeah, I think they might do like regular DS, and they might. I don't know. They might do GameCube. I don't know because they do seem like they're remaking a lot of GameCube games like on the Switch. Like they have like was it they have was it Metroid Prime now, and also the Sunshine part of the 3D All Stars. So I mean, It'd be funny if they released a GameCube one and they had both Sunshine and Metroid Prime there on the Nintendo Online. It's like okay, but yeah, like I don't know if they'll do a GameCube. If they do GameCube, I would love Puma XD, Yellow Darkness, and Coliseum to come to the Switch Online, but at the same time, probably would rather it'd be better if they just remade those games. Like I actually would rather have like a Pokemon XD Yellow Darkness or probably just do probably just what they probably do is probably just start with Coliseum and just remake Coliseum as its own game. Like remake it and then maybe like a year or two later or a few years later they add and we make XD Yellow Darkness, but yeah, like of course, also it could be also if they do GameCube, I love to play the original Animal Crossing on there. Like, and I would like you guys to experience the original Animal Crossing. That'd be fun. Be a fun project to do if they ever announce a GameCube one and stuff like that, where they have the original where we could play the original Animal Crossing. Also, we could play Double Dash, but which we already recorded Double Dash anyway. But I'm playing Double Dash on my Switch. That'd be amazing if we play Double Dash on my Switch. That'd be golden. Yeah. Uh, yeah. I don't think they'll do GameCube, but we never know. I mean, be surprised. Be fun. Who knows? They also might do other like they might do like a Dreamcast. That'd be interesting to do if they do like because they already had Genesis. Maybe they do Dreamcast or something like that. They had doing Sega Saturn. But no, imagine if they did that could be possibly a Dreamcast, but because I'd probably rather have GameCube or DS. I see DS being more likely than GameCube though. And with the GameCube, they could also do Sonic Adventure 2. Actually, if the end Dreamcast, they could have done Sonic Adventure 2 as well because that was also for the Dreamcast. But yeah, I'm also be awesome to play not Sonic Generations, Sonic was it Sonic Adventure 2 on Switch? That'd be pretty awesome to play. Yeah, just mainly I think DS is they might if they add another one, it'd be either DS or maybe another second one like Dreamcast or something like that.
Real quick before Pancake goes, I'm gonna forget if I don't say this right now, but if GameCube Online gets announced and Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door is a launch title for it, Twitter is going to break the same way it happened when Steve was announced for Smash. I'm gonna say that right now.
Yeah, it's gonna break like how the Nintendo Direct just broke Twitter the other day. So I can't believe that happened. That then Twitter broke down. Right, like I think right after, right during. It probably was like I think it was right after when the it happened, when Twitter just broke down. Of course it did.
Okay, sorry about that. If there, if there is going to be another console on the Nintendo Switch Online service, I want it to be GameCube, but more likely than not, it's probably going to be DS because that would probably be way easier to do. For okay, that would probably be way easier to do for Nintendo to emulate the DS games rather than the GameCube games. Though I really want GameCube to be added to the service because that is still my favorite console of all time. It had so many great games, and it's a shame that that era gets ignored so much because it was such a great era for video games. So many great releases then. I just really want the GameCube to be on Nintendo Switch Online. And if it was added, I would like to see Thousand Year Door as a launch title because I want to play that game, see what's so great about it. Even though I probably don't think I would even like it that much, but you never know. But yeah, yeah. If it's not GameCube, then it will most likely be DS or like Cobra said, it would probably be another Sega console.
By the way,
But
actually, keeper for Switch.
but yeah, that's what I have to say about that.
PlayStation Online. That won't happen. But yeah, like GameCube is obviously the biggest one. I hope they do. I keep seeing the argument that it won't happen because GameCube games are too big, but come on, it's Nintendo. They can compress anything, so they can they can fit 500 GameCube games on the Switch and it won't make a dent in it. But yeah, like I really hope they do GameCube on there at some point. I don't. If they do, I don't think the lineup will be quite as big as the other consoles on there. But I hope they at least have Thousand Year Door on there, and maybe Luigi's Mansion as well. So that's the big thing I hope they do. DS games, I do agree. I think that's the more likely of the options. I am curious to see how they'd handle playing the game on the TV though, because on the Wii U Virtual Console, um, how they did it was that they had both screens side by side, but it was mirrored between the TV and the gamepad, so you could still use the touch controls. So I'm curious to see how they'll work around that if you're playing on the TV.
What says they have Mario Kart 60? Not Mario Kart. What says they have Mario 64 DS as a launch title for the DS Online?
That'd be so great.
They'll probably do that. That'd be pretty fun.
Kind of funny because you can play three different Mario 64s on the Switch. See, also,
I mean, that is the best way to play Super Mario 64 in my opinion. So
the DS version. DS version.
DS version, yeah.
I disagree.
You can. I don't care.
I don't know what the best version.
I mean, I don't think it's a bad game or anything like that. I think it's really fun, but like, I'm also nostalgia biased because I really like Mario 64. So, yeah, we could probably go into a huge discussion on its own, talking about what games we'd want to see if GameCube and DS ever came on there, but we should probably move on because we're about an hour into this recording session and we still got a couple more questions to go through. So, the next question, Metroid Prime Remastered is a thing, so what are your thoughts on that?
Okay, my turn to go first. I am very happy that Metroid Prime Remaster got announced because it's like now I feel like we're getting closer to Metroid Prime 4 now that this remaster has been announced, hopefully. Probably not. Um, Metroid Prime is a really great game. I played the trilogy, at least a little bit of it, when it released on Wii U a couple years ago, and that was really fun. And I will pick up Metroid Prime Remastered soon. As probably not when the physical version immediately releases, but probably a while after. But yeah, I am happy with this one. That's all I really have to say is that I'm happy with it, and I'm glad it's not expensive to get. So yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited for Metroid Prime. Yeah, like I said, it's only $40, which is not bad. I mean, yeah, they could probably sell it for a little cheaper, like 20, if they did like say if they did like, all three games. But like 40 is still not bad. At least they're not selling it for 60. Like at least they're not selling it for 60. So then people would buy it. Uh, but yeah, like when they announced it, like when they announced it on the Switch, I thought, well, that's cool and all that and everything. It's like, is it gonna be all three games? They're like, oh, it's just the first game. I was like, yeah. I mean, yeah, but I'm also glad it's only 40, not 60 though. So imagine if they did 60 per game. Ooh, that'd be much. But yeah, I mean, it does look. I mean, I have played a tiny bit of the original Metroid Prime, a few hours or so, but yeah, maybe this will be the game I'll actually get into Metroid. I don't know. Really, but yeah, like I remember a few hours I played was pretty fun, but yeah, I kind of do wish they had it where it was all three, and they sell all like the whole thing for like $60 or something like that. But it's fine. Like it, at least you got the first game. That means maybe they'll make the second, and third one then before they do Metroid Prime 4, if Metroid 4 is still happening. Yeah, yeah, that's good. That's it's nice to have that coming to Switch.
Yeah, I'm a little bummed that it's not Metroid Prime Trilogy, but man, that remaster looks gorgeous. Just wow. It looks so good. I don't have it yet, but when the physical version comes out, that's what I'm gonna try to get. Cause man, like I didn't get that far into the Metroid Prime games. I only really played a little bit of Metroid Prime 3, but I've been wanting to try to get back into them for a while. So, um, yeah, I'm excited for this. I don't have a whole lot to say about Metroid Prime on its own, but I do think they're gonna try to release like remasters of Metroid Primes 2 and 3 before 4 come out. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. I like this announcement, and I especially like that they shadow dropped it because like a Metroid Prime on Switch has been teased for years now, and it's kind of been a bit of a running joke that the people will say, "Oh, it's coming soon." Then nothing gets announced, and they're like, "Oh, our sources are wrong. It's actually coming out in a few months from now," and that's just been repeating for years. But then they just announce it and then release it the same day. I just think that's funny. And now for the next question: Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Yay, more DLC, and Birdo is included. So, what are your thoughts on that?
You gotta say joy at the end. But anyway,
Joy!
yeah, joy. But anyway, yeah, Mario Kart ADLC and Birdo. Yeah, okay, Birdo. That's great. That's great. I'm glad that Birdo's coming for Mario Kart. Mister, I'm great to play as another character and all that. For Mario Kart 8. One thing I do like that course that we get of Yoshi's Island. Like that looks so cool. I kind of wish though during the direct they announced like the next like wave or so, or at least the half of a wave or something like that, where they at least showed a full cup. It was just one course, but I mean, but besides that, like really excited for more DLC and stuff, and just excited to see what the rest of the Mario Kart 8 DLC will be like the next year or so, and and can't wait to like redo my whole Let's Play with the Mario Kart 8 DLC added and all that. So, also playing as Birdo as well, and we'll get some more characters then if they add maybe we'll get one more character added later on if we're getting Birdo. So that's awesome. Maybe they can add a different mode. I don't know. You never know. You never know what they could add to Mario Kart 8. But yeah, I'm excited for it. Probably actually probably my second favorite thing from the direct. Personally, my second favorite, obviously from the direct. Well, so, like I said, the first was Game Boy Online and Game Boy Advance Online, but yeah, this was probably my second favorite thing that they had because Mario Kart 8 is awesome, especially with the DLC stuff. 'Cause that's that's like the most worthful. I guess I don't know if that's a word worthful or worth thing. That's definitely worth it. That's why it's only like $25 for all these courses for a full game and all that. So and you're gonna have Birdo and all this other stuff, and seeing all these new courses are amazing too. So yeah, just a reimagining of all these courses.
I'm gonna make this short and sweet. I have not had time to play any of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC. This announcement was good in my opinion. I am so glad that Birdo was added into the game because I hope this means we're gonna get more characters added to the roster. Because if there was one thing Mario Kart 8 was lacking out of all the fans was lacking was a good roster. So hopefully this means we'll get more characters down the line added to the DLC to improve on Mario Kart 8's terrible roster. But yeah, that's kind of all I have to say. I haven't had time to play any of the DLC. I haven't even bought it yet, so I can't really say much about it. And that's all I really got to say about it, anyways. So, yeah.
Seeing this, it reminded me that Brennan and I still haven't recorded the footage for the Rock Cup or Moon Cup yet for the co-op. So, we should probably do that at some point. But, yeah, the new DLC, it looks pretty fun. Like, Birdo was certainly a really fun surprise. Makes me wonder if they're going to add more DLC characters down the road. So hopefully that'll be a thing. The thing that's interesting, though, is that the Yoshi's Island track, part of the next DLC wave is the Fruit Cup. So that makes me wonder if they'll also have other tracks based off the cup itself, like if the Double Cherry Cup is going to include a track from Mario 3D World or something like that. So I think that'd be pretty interesting. I don't know much to say about the beyond that, to be honest, because they didn't really show a whole lot, but it's still pretty exciting because I like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Alright, so the next question. Splatoon 3 hype!
Still not a question, Gator. But holy crap, so much stuff is getting added into Splatoon 3, and I am so excited for it. Inkopolis from Splatoon 1. Oh, that was so awesome to see. And the DLC side order thing that they showed off, I am so hyped for that. Holy crap. That was the most hyped part of the direct for me after Pikmin 4. Just seeing all that stuff. And to be honest, I have not played a lot of Splatoon 3 as of late because I don't know why, it just hasn't really hooked me as much as Splatoon 2 has. But with all this stuff coming for it, I'm definitely going to be playing it a lot more. So happy that we're getting more stuff in the Splatoon 3. It just looks so awesome, and I'm really looking forward to any other future DLC that they have, because if they can add Inkopolis from the first game into this one, they can only go up from there. They can only go up from there. So yeah, I'm very hyped, as you can tell. So yeah, that's all I gotta say.
The thing is, I haven't really played really much of Splatoon. I mean, I haven't played Splatoon 3 at all. Like I said, my only experience with Splatoon is playing a little bit of Splatoon 2. I thought the game's okay. I just find the Splatoon series like very overrated, in my opinion. Just I thought like Splatoon 2 is like, it's okay. I don't see why it's like great. Like, it's still a good game, just I don't think it's as great as you guys like it and stuff like that. But when they announced the DLC for Splatoon 3, it's like, yeah, I know Gator's gonna love and scream about this and all that. it's because Gator, and it's also Splatoon with you guys. So yeah, like yeah, it's cool. Even though I don't know like much about the series at all, like half the time when you just talk about Splatoon stuff, half the time I don't even know what you're even guys talking about. So like that's the thing is like that's how like I don't know much. I mean, it's like I said, I haven't really played much of the Splatoon series. Like it's only a little bit of Splatoon 2 I played of, but I never played the original even. Like I never played the original. I don't own three as well. I don't own three as well. So, but I played a little bit of two. But I thought it was decent. It's a good decent game. Just never got the very like hyped. I never got hyped up like you guys do. And I know you guys love the series and everything. So it's also kind of cool. It's nice getting DLC of games that you love those as well. So, which I mean, I get it. I mean, I know Gator's not the biggest fan of Pokemon, which I understand that. So, like, with 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 Pokemon, it'd be like Splatoon is like Gator's Pokemon for me, basically, or something like that. Or like how Pokemon for me is like James's Box Boy and all that. So yeah, yeah, just okay. It's like that's cool that they can go back to Splatoon 1. Like I just not the biggest fan of the series, and I really don't even know. Like I also was like that's when they announced Splatoon 3 originally. I was surprised they were making a sequel for it. I thought they would just do Splatoon 3 on whatever the next console was, but I mean I don't. I also wasn't. I'm not. I don't know much about Splatoon, so yeah.
Well, unlike this uncultured bastard, we actually like good games. So,
Whatever.
yeah, Splatoon 2 is one of my favorite games of all time, like easily number 3. Um, and I really like Splatoon 3 as well. Um, I will admit it hasn't quite clicked the same way Splatoon 2 did. I do think it's better than the first game though, but like I love Splatoon 3 from what I've played, and man, it's really exciting to see new content coming to it. So, I have a bit of a fun story about this Nintendo Direct specifically. So, when I was watching it, I was watching it on a bus ride from one of the Disney parks going to somewhere else in the area. So, I couldn't actually hear what the director was saying, so I was just watching it on my phone. But when Inkopolis came on screen and they started the Splatfest music, and I just saw everything on there, just a huge wave of nostalgia came to mind, and I could like hear City of Color playing as Callie and Marie were singing and dancing. I just had the biggest smile on my face. Like even if it is just a plaza skin, I'm so excited for this because man, like the original Inkopolis was only ever available in the Wii U version, so there's a whole generation of Splatoon players who only ever played Splatoon 2 or 3 who have never experienced the original Inkopolis. So I'm really excited about that. Hopefully there's more to do in Inkopolis that they haven't said yet, but like just a couple things like how Summon Run is activated or just in general things like that, like table turf battle and things like that. I'm very excited to see how they're going to implement that in Inkopolis. So one thing that got me curious though, like I think this was brought up on the stream yesterday, but with 3 teams for Splatfest and things like that, that makes me wonder how they're going to handle that if you're in the Splatfest for regular Inkopolis with Callie and Marie dancing. Like, who's going to represent the third team if it's happening over there? So that's something I'm curious about. And I could go on and on about theories I have for the Side Order DLC. I could go on way too long of a tangent for that because, man, am I excited for that. Just wow. The little teaser we got, that is my most hyped thing from this Nintendo Direct. Honestly, that's the most hyped I've been for a game announcement in a very long time. I'm so excited for Side Order. And we've barely even seen anything from it. So, yeah, I like Splatoon.
And Gator. But like I said, it's still a good game. Just never get the hype around it. Like unlike you two.
Because you're an
Or 3, really.
you're an uncultured bastard.
No, just I mean How am I the uncultured bastard if you never played Pokemon until you were 18, Gator?
Exactly.
No, no.
Thank you. And on to the next question. Tears of the Kingdom looks quite poggers indeed, so what are your thoughts on that?
Is it my turn?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I did like Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild was fun. Like I said, like I beat in Breath of the Wild. Obviously, I didn't play as much as you. You at least I don't know how much Pancake I played at Breath of the Wild, but like I mean, I said I played like I think I played like about 50, 60 hours of my playthrough of Breath of the Wild, and that's bunch to beat it and stuff like that because that's how long it took me to beat it. Which I mean, I could also have beaten Breath of the Wild in like an hour, but obviously I did not do that because I'm not that skillful at Zelda, especially because I'm a noob. I'm a Zelda noob. I'm gonna say honest, I'm a Zelda noob. But yeah, like I definitely look forward to it. Like I said, I did enjoy the first game. Obviously, I probably won't get it for a little while and stuff like that. But plus, I kind of need to replay Breath of the Wild. I probably should do that sometime. It's been like a year, probably a few years by now since I played Breath of the Wild. But yeah, like I mean, definitely looking forward to it. I mean, might just get on a sale because like I'm definitely looking forward to it. Just like I said, I'm not the biggest Zelda fan, but I like I said, I do like Breath of the Wild though. Like Breath of the Wild was fun. Like I said, it was like Breath of the Wild was like of all the Zelda games I played, it's definitely the game was my favorite. But it also might because it was like open and you could go anywhere and everything. And if I get stuck, I can just go somewhere else. Yeah, that's probably another reason why I like Breath of the Wild and all that. Of just the openness of it, and I can just if I get stuck anywhere, I can just go somewhere else instead of going. If I get stuck, I have to look it online and just figure out where to go, or ask Gator how to go somewhere or do something or whatever. So, listen, Breath of the Wild, you can just do whatever you want, and cool. And I like that with the Zelda series and all that. But yeah, just looking forward to the sequel and see what's it's gonna be all about and all that, and just see how much the difference between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is gonna be and all that, like that.
So I am pretty excited for Tears of the Kingdom. I have not gotten too far into Breath of the Wild personally, but I am pretty excited for Tears of the Kingdom. Um, not too excited about its price though. That's one thing I gotta say. Um,
Oh yeah, that's $70. Yeah.
hopefully.
Hopefully the next Pokemon games aren't $70.
Oh yeah, definitely.
God.
I hope that Tears of the Kingdom touches up on some of Breath of the Wild's problems. Like the major problem I've noticed from what I've played is that Breath of the Wild is so empty and devoid of any enemies, really. And I hope Tears of the Kingdom touches up on that. Um, and I hope they add some new features to the game too. Like I think I saw like at the end of the trailer they had Link like riding on a drone, so that was pretty cool. So hopefully there's some sort of building mechanic for, like vehicles. I think that would be really cool. Um, yeah, not really much to say about it other than please let Zelda be playable in this game. Please. I want to play as both Link and Zelda.
That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty amazing, actually. That would be fun.
Yeah, I don't care if they play the same or if they play different. I want to play as both Link and Zelda. Please let Zelda be playable in this game. That's all I gotta say.
Whenever I hear somebody say something along the lines of Breath of the Wild is empty, I can't help but cringe looking at my 400 plus pages of notes saying otherwise.
I mean, it is
Yeah,
a
I
big.
said devoid of enemies, empty in that term.
It is a big, massive game. I do tell you that. Like, it's
I will say this. I'm certainly looking forward to spending the next 2.5 years writing 400 more pages of notes on a Let's Play that's gonna take 3 more years to finish.
And then they announce the next game that's also open world, or maybe not a direct sequel, but its successor to
Yeah.
those two games. Where the next console is that Switch does, and they announced it while still doing a Tears of the Kingdom Let's Play. Because that's probably what's gonna happen.
So I have a bunch of theories about Tears of the
That,
Kingdom.
that and Splatoon 4.
I'm never gonna get a break. Um,
Splatoon forever.
so
Forever.
yeah, I have a lot of theories about Tears of the Kingdom, most of which are spoilers. I won't talk about it here. Like, I really want to do a separate video on this someday because I just have so much to say, but there's no spot in the Breath of the Wild Let's Play that's a good point to talk about it. The big thing that I'm curious to see is how much time has passed between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, because trying to be as vague as possible, there's a character in the desert who's like, I would love to see how her role has changed over the years, to see how she's affected the town and things like that. There's a whole big side quest where you're helping build up a town from scratch. I'd love to see where that's at now. There's just so much I'd love to see, like how Hyrule itself has been rebuilding after the calamity. The big thing that I'm really hoping, like, I agree with Pancake. My big wish is I hope Zelda's playable. So I'm really curious to see if that line at the end of the trailer when Zelda's like, "Lend me your power," is that hinting at that? Because if it is, I really hope it's true. Because playable Zelda's the biggest thing that I've wanted forever. So hopefully it's going to be a thing. And the thing that makes me excited for this game, but not excited about planning a Let's Play for it, this is the biggest Nintendo game file for the Switch in history. It is Nintendo's biggest first-party game. To put it in perspective, I think I might be wrong about this exactly, but to put it in perspective, The Witcher 3 is known for being a pretty big game.
Yep.
Tears of the Kingdom's file size is bigger than Witcher 3.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I think Witcher 3 on Xbox is only like 15 gigabytes. It's kind of funny because I think if you get like Call of Duty on Xbox, it's like over 100. Witcher 3 is like 15 gigabytes. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how that makes sense, but
I'm really excited for this game, and the thing about Breath of the Wild is that I admittedly did feel burned out from working on the Let's Play because each video is a huge time commitment, and after working on like 70 plus of them, I just wanted to break from it. But seeing all the stuff for Tears of the Kingdom coming up, like, that kind of reignited that spark to go back into the Let's Play, so I'm really excited about that. The Let's Play will not be done by the time Tears of the Kingdom comes out. That bums me out. But
obviously, because I think Tears of the Kingdom comes in like 3 months.
Yeah. Like, if I really pushed for it, I could finish the story and the regions, stuff like that. I cannot do all the Koroks, though. Like, that's going to
maybe not finish upload, but maybe finish recording. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
At most, maybe just finish recording everything, but not post it yet, or upload it yet, or even edit it yet.
I think I said this during the 11-year anniversary video that if Breath of the Wild Let's Play is not done by the end of the year, that I give James permission to throw a pie at my face.
Nice. We gotta do that at PAX West this year. Just those on camera. Have it. I don't. How where is the cheesecake factory pie that thrown at yet?
Oh man, we're gonna go to Cheesecake Factory again. I'm so excited.
Woo! We always come here and we go to Cheesecake Factory.
It's not the same.
It's not the same because it's in Seattle.
The one in Seattle is the one where we got a selfie of Pepsi Man.
Nice.
Yep,
Pancake the Pepsi Man.
What can I say? I live a double life.
Now I'm drinking Coca-Cola now. Because I'm a traitor.
Traitor!
I'm sorry. I'm like Disney, where you had to show Coca-Cola. Even
If I
though
ever
I'm,
go to Disney,
even though,
if I
even
ever go
though,
to if I ever go to Disney, I'm getting a Pepsi glass.
nice.
We get a lot of people who come in wearing Pepsi shirts.
Nice. If I ever go back to Disney, I'm gonna wear my Universal Studio shirt. Like you bring a Pepsi, and I bring my Universal Studio shirt.
My favorite thing was there was this one guy. He had a Universal jacket on. The umbrella was SeaWorld, and he was wearing a Busch Gardens hat.
Nice. You know what's funny? What's even more fun about my Universal Studio shirt? It has like the Marvel, like Spider-Man characters on it. Yeah, it's just it covers like Spider-Man characters on it, but it's like they have like a lot of them like Marvel like animated stuff or comic book strip style stuff
Spider
at
Pig.
Universal. So
Spider Pig does whatever Spider Pig does. Can he swing from a web? No, he can't, cause he's a pig. Look out, he's a Spider Pig.
because I think they have a lot of the like '90s and older like shows and stuff. It's on the Marvel stuff from there at the park.
And now it's time for our final question.
Yeah.
Is there anything else from the direct that you'd like to talk about? And what's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
When it comes to stuff from the direct, I pretty much went over everything I was hyped up to see. There was this one game they showed off, when they were showing off all the games they didn't have to talk about that looked really cool. I forget what it was called though. It was in black and white, and looked very artistic. And I just wish I could remember what it was called because that game looked really cool. If I could remember what it was called, I'd say more about it. But yeah, I just can't remember it. It will probably come to me when I'm done talking, and I'll be like, "Fuck, I should have said it." But yeah, whatever. I we pretty much went over everything important about the direct. I guess what all I have to say is that was really, really great direct. Like, it blew any previous directs that had happened in the last 3 years out of the water. This was one of the best Nintendo Directs ever, and I am so glad I had the day off that day so that I could watch it live. That was epic. Loved it so much. Oh, one more thing. The Fire Emblem Engage DLC, that makes me really happy. I still need to get that game.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but yeah, that's all I gotta say about the really great.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and my favorite ice cream flavor is mint chocolate chip.
Okay. But yeah. I'll say that this drug was pretty good. I mean, it's not my favorite on like pancakes, but like all because obviously like I know you guys love Splatoon, you guys love Pikmin. Obviously, those two series I'm the biggest fan of, and like but when because I was kind of disappointed up until they announced the Game Boy Online. Like I was really excited when they announced that. I mean, there were a few others in there that I liked, like to the Metroid Prime Remastered. Definitely, that's good. Also excited for Splatoon 3 and Pikmin 4 because of you guys. Like I thought, oh, that's nice. I mean, I know I'm not a big fan of either series, but yeah, like this Nintendo was pretty good. I'm looking at other stuff online right now to see if I missed anything. I guess we didn't mention about Xenoblade Chronicles DLC, which I mean,
How did we
goal.
forget that?
I don't know how we forget that. Gator, last time playing Gator. Yeah, the Xenoblade Chronicles DLC, obviously, also another series I really haven't really played much of, except for a few hours of the first game, Xenoblade Chronicles. But when I saw that goal on there, I was like, oh, that's definitely waifu material. When they show the DLC, it's waifu material. Like, I was like, oh, that's definitely waifu material for for a lot of people. Probably for Gator and Pancake and oh, well, maybe not James because James hates pixels for some strange reasons. Or he hates hot pixels. That's what it is.
Pixels can be hot, James. Embrace the
Yeah.
waifu.
Praise the waifu and praise
Like I
the
have.
Warcraft and Cassandra. Alexandra. Soul Calibur. Right. Uh, but yeah, I guess Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I mean, I had to play the second and third game, and I need to play more of the first game, really. So, I mean, technically, I know I don't have to play the second or third game, second or finish the first game to play the third one, but yeah, that's cool. They bringing in the DLC to that and all that, but outside of that, there's not really much anything else because I think we went over basically everything and all that. I mean, there's a few games here and there that looked interesting and all that, but yeah, like nothing really else because we kind of covered basically almost everything in this discussion and all that. But like I mean, I think Direct was still good, just not. I don't think it was my favorite of the direct and stuff because I think they did have better years. Like I know one of my favorites where a lot of people did not like it was when they announced was it the original Mario Kart 8 and was it Smash Brothers at the same time or Smash U at the same time on the same they showed it off that or showed the trailers like that's still one of my favorites like years of directs where they had the Mario Kart 8 and Smash Brothers U coming to the Nintendo Wii U. That's still one of my favorites, just because Smash Brothers and Mario Kart. And also my favorite ice cream flavor. I would say, let's see. I guess it would be. I mean, it would definitely be vanilla. Like I really like, just really like. I'm basic. I like vanilla ice cream is always great. I do like the was it homemade vanilla. That's always good. The homemade vanilla or and everything. But but even regular vanilla is good.
So I wanted to include Xenoblade 3 DLC on here, but honestly, I just don't have much to say about it. Like, it looks pretty cool. I haven't finished Xenoblade 3 though, so I don't know a whole lot of what's going on in the story. But it looks pretty cool. Like, from what I've seen, it's exciting. I can't get into much more than that without spoilers for the other Xenoblade games, but yeah, I'm excited for that. And I guess the other thing is Baten Kaitos. That's getting a Switch remaster, and that's exciting because that's Monolith's big game before the Xenoblade became a thing. So that's pretty exciting. It seems to be only Japanese voice actors though, so I'm not sure how I feel about that, but it looks pretty cool. And my favorite ice cream flavor is either chocolate peanut butter or chocolate chip cookie dough. Depends on my day. Depends on my mood that day. So yeah, that's everything from the Nintendo Direct plus ice cream. So thank y'all so much for watching. Hopefully we could do discussions more frequently throughout the year. Like, yeah, we apologize for it being a while since the last one, but hopefully we'll be able to do that more frequently going forward.
That'd be fun if we do more and stuff. Because it's been a while since we've done a discussion.
I mean, there was kind of that waifu discussion on Pancake's channel, but that doesn't really count.
Yeah, and you guys didn't invite me to it. How dare you?
I mean, to be fair, it was 2 hours. I didn't want it to be 4.
I said 4 hours. I add another 2 hours to it. Like just me going over why I love Sandra from Soul Calibur. 2 hours straight.
I mean, Cassandra's cool and all, but you know, Talon's also a great Soul Calibur character.
Which one?
Talon.
Oh yeah, you showed me the picture of that. But I'm not the biggest. I don't know many Soul Calibur characters.
I remember Talon. Yeah. She's adorable.
It's been a while since I played Soul Calibur, and I don't know that many Soul Calibur characters outside of you. I also know Cassandra. I know Nightmare and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know much.
I mean, you can have your Soul Calibur waifus. I got Shantae, so I'm fine.
Yeah.
So
thank y'all so much for watching this roundtable discussion. I'm going to give it to you, and they are
Green Covers Gaming, and the Super Bowl halftime show sucked this year. Bye.
And I've been Pancake Iron Man. I'm extremely tired. I'm going to go to bed after this.
I'm gonna give it to you. And James, do you want to do the outro for this video? James,
Amazing.
you didn't say
And we're out.
anything. Bye.
Bye.
Oh no, I wasn't recording.